We have this is a Stone IPA. This is very hoppy.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, I don't recommend playing this game.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Military Life Before and After, episode 48, man. We're trying to get to episode 50 before Chris leaves on his epic journey around the world. So, there you go, man. I got
5 more days.
Let's see which ones you get, man. So today's video, we had a question about officer life versus enlisted life, like on the ship. You know, like the differences, similarities, if we had any contact with the officers as enlisted and vice versa. We should just put it out there. You know, my ship was a lot different than your ship.
Mini city, like
mine was a mini city, yeah, 5,000 peeps on a big ass carrier, and you're just like 200, just this little small group of guys.
like a small town high school or some shit.
Right, like a small town high school versus New York versus a small state, a small city population.
Yeah.
Officers versus enlisted, you know, just for what I came across.
Yeah.
Just, all right, so we had a 200-man berthing. I've said this a lot. So there was 200 of us living in a berthing together. And we have the officers. They have their own staterooms. You know, most of the officers, if they didn't have their own room, they only had one roommate. They had their own galley that they went to, their own kitchens. Whereas enlisted, we're stuck in with all the galley slop, the galley food, and 200 people that we're living with.
That's a lot, dude.
Which is crazy. Can you?
That's the size of my fucking shit.
Oh, really?
Size,
yeah. That put that into
perspective.
Put that into perspective. That puts it into perspective. My berthing size was the size of how many people you had on your whole ship, on your Coast Guard.
That's insane.
That's insane.
How many bathrooms were in?
There was only like 2 heads. Yeah, there was only 2 heads with a couple showers in each one. So not only did you have to wait in line most of the time for your shower, but you're in there waiting in line as people are taking shits and all those smells.
That's horrible, man.
Yeah.
Join the Coast Guard. I'm telling you, join the
Coast Guard. Hey man, it's not all glorious and glamorous. I mean, you're living on a ship. People should know that it's not the most cleanliest place. But anyways, yeah, as an officer though, they have their own bathroom. They got their own, you know.
Did you get to know any of them pretty well?
The officers have their own passageways that they got to go through. They didn't have to walk in the enlisted passageways. They got their own blue tile. I worked with pilots all the time as an aviation mechanic. Like, so that kind of broke down the barrier as like our relationships.
Pilots are cool.
Pilots are cool, yeah. It's a different type of officer. Like, I didn't have to deal with like no surface warfare officer, like some boat chuck, like fucking, fuck those officers could be assholes, man. If you're not part of their department, then you know they could be kind of not the nicest to you. But officers though that I dealt with as pilots, always great guys, man.
Pilots, the Hilo pilots were always really cool.
Yeah,
and the whole aviation crew.
Yeah, aviation is it's a great way. It's a great way of life. I'm not going to complain. When you work with them,
team, yeah.
When you integrate together, you're working. It breaks down those officer and enlisted barrier.
A lot of them are just they're kind of like politicians too, depending on your command.
Did you hang out with them in port? Like, did you ever ever mingle in ports?
Yeah. Like it was frowned upon, but we did it anyways, and like. I have
a funny little story about that. So you know how when you pull into a port, normally you have duty. Yeah. Like one day you have to stand duty. So my duty was in Dubai. We were in Dubai, and I was a rover. So I was enlisted, and I had my officer, one of my pilots. He was an LTJG. He was an O2. Me and him were assigned to go rove around Dubai, this one area, and just make sure people weren't getting in trouble. We were basically like shore patrol.
Oh yeah.
Right, SP. So we're roving around, and he's like, miners, like come into this bar, let's have a couple drinks. And at first I'm like, red flag. I'm like, wait, is he setting me up here? Like, is this a test? Like, I was 19. You're not supposed to do some of that stuff, but it definitely breaks down the barriers though. It's because we worked together. Like, I inspected the whole aircraft that he took out every day would fly above the water. Like, his trust was in me on mine. I signed off as the daily inspector on it. I was doing the daily inspection as the plane captain, and like, he's like, all right, AM2, AM3, whatever rank I was at the time. Minor signed it off. I'm good. Let's take the bird. Let's go. Yo, all right, fam. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this Military Life Before and After episode.
Thanks, guys.
48.
Almost there to 50. 50, that's a good number, man.
We're gonna get to episode 50.
Super Bowl 50.
CGC. Thanks as always, man, to be on the show. Make sure you guys show some love, man. Go subscribe. Coast Guard Chris is about to hit 2,000 subscriibers.
Yep.
And dude, this series, the MLBAF series, wouldn't be here, man, without. We started this almost 2 years ago.
It's our own show.
Who would have?
Season 1.
Season 1, yeah. Season 1, episode 48. It's gotten. If you would have told me when we started, like, hey, like, we're gonna do 50 episodes, like, we're gonna like, it's gonna take off.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You were like, at the time, you're like, what is this? Like, what is even you? You know?
Yeah,
is YouTube even a thing?
I'll be honest, I barely watched YouTube.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah, but dude, I'm glad that we've been able to grow this and just keep pumping out content for the fam.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, though. We want to be here though without the fam and all their support.
Keep it real, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And as always, guys, social media below. Make sure you sub to CGC. Hey, spam. Good boy.
Bitch, I've been a scrub since day one. Scrub another toilet till the pay come. Popping 10 pills till the pain's numb. I can feel all the hate from my day one.